Yo, what's up, guys? Today, today I'm gonna be talking about something different. It's it's not it's like it's always about my. It's like I have like two videos about my friend having cancer, but this is something very important. I need y'all to uh like listen to. Like, imagine this. For example, you're turning 27 now, and you see all the albums of the past, like of the past 10,000 days since you lived. Yeah, and you get pretty nostalgic, right? Well, what if I told you it's because you're actually wasting your life? See, for example, here's a stick figure of new me, which is me today, and here's a stick figure of old me, which is me when I was like about how old? 7 years old. So here's the thing. So I go so so I see my old self like doing like the old things I used to do, and now here is new me making content on Geometry Dash. You see, it's kind of similar, right? But similar doesn't always mean you're still living in the past. So you see, it's like so so when I was 8 years old, I had one older sibling. He was he was like about like how old? He was like about 14 years old, which yeah, and he was and he was driving a motorcycle, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, but when I was 8 years old, I was like, whoa, what? What? I want to learn how to drive a motorcycle one day. But now, but now that I'm like older, now I just realize how hard it actually is. Because you need to get your license, you have to balance, you have to like figure out all the rules of driving, the encyclopedia of driving, And yeah, it's like yeah, yeah, like it's like nostalgic. You see, yeah, like when I was when I was 5 years old, PewDiePie was like was like top one freaking one, man. And yeah, and this was also the time where MLG memes were a thing, which was so nostalgic. It's like Antarctica in the past used to be so much bigger. It used to touch Africa, but now today it's like 5 times smaller. It's like it's like this. It's like how Antarctica is literally shrinking right now. Like some of my viewers are like 13, 11, sometimes probably 5 years old, and if you're one of those ages or below, you'll probably be like, oh, cute, I think you're like tripping right now. No, I'm not tripping, okay? Like, it's true. Like, man, it's true. Like when I was 5 years old, I actually had a sister that had her own room, and I was like, whoa! I wanted to have my own room, and I'm currently in my own room right now, and now I just realized how hard it actually is. Yeah, cause she never stayed in her room. She only stayed there when she was like, when it's her bedtime. So yeah. And like it's like when you ask, like, go try it yourself. Ask an old guy. Go outside, go in the streets. Ask an old guy. Hey, if you were to pick any age you would be, like 13, 18, anything, how old would you be? I asked the old man this before. Uh, specifically my grandpa, he said he wanted to be 18 or below. Yeah. Yeah, and if yeah, so if you're like 20 years old right now, you probably know that you if you're like 20 years old, you probably miss being maybe like you miss being 14 or below, right? Like yeah, and sometimes you just have to yeah, and sometimes when you're like 7 years old, you think you're done with your life. You're like, seems like I got everything. I got like all the girls. I got all my studying. You think you're ready, but you're not. Yeah, you see. What I'm trying to say is sometimes you gotta have fun with your life. Cause here, what if you were at your couch sitting all day doing like nothing, and you died yesterday, and then one day later you died from a car accident. Yeah, like sometimes you just have to enjoy the rest of your life. Sometimes you gotta party with some friends, like invite friends over to your house, go to a party, like at least do something exciting. Because what if you die in, like, for example, 2 weeks? For example, like an old man was like sitting in the bench doing nothing, just like not doing anything, and he did this for so long, but he died tragically. And yeah, that's all I'm trying to say is sometimes you just have to continue 2017 or something. So yeah, so that's all I gotta explain. If you want more Cube Talks, then hit that like button or subscribe. So as of anyways, bye bye.